Hello, my name is Sebastian Lamares. I'm an American citizen, a bilingual attorney licensed in Latin America, and today I'd like to talk to you about one of my specialties, which is incorporating in Uruguay. Geographically speaking, Uruguay is connected south to Brazil, north to Argentina, and it's right next to the province of Buenos Aires, which is the capital of Argentina. Uruguay is very well known for a few things, among them tourism, agricultural business, but in terms of what we're going to be discussing today, Uruguay is very well known for its very friendly legislation in terms of incorporating businesses, and especially because of its bank secrecy. First, let's go over incorporating in Uruguay. The usually questions that we will get the most are, what are the costs involved in incorporating in Uruguay? And what's the timeline? How much time are you going to take until the company is up and running? Well, in first place, incorporating in Uruguay is something which is fairly easy. It can take anywhere from 20 to 30 business days. And in terms of the costs, what we usually will do is once we understand the client's business, we will submit via email an Excel sheet which contains pretty much every single cost and expense and fee involved in incorporating until the company is up and running. In Uruguay, there's actually two ways to incorporate. One is pretty much buying a shelf corporation. That happens actually immediately once the client can pay for the entire fees to purchase the corporation. And the other situation happens when the client does not wish to purchase a shelf corporation and they want to buy something completely new. So usually when a shelf corporation is purchased, the timeline until the company is up and running is probably 30 business days. And if the corporation is new, it will probably take between 50 to 60 days. Whenever a client retains our services in Uruguay to incorporate, we will come up with a team of attorneys, CPAs, and escribanos. Escribanos are actually notaries / attorneys, which will help with the process of incorporation in terms of the deed that is required to submit to the Department of Corporations in Uruguay. As for the documents that will be required to incorporate in Uruguay, the Department of Corporations in Montevideo, which is the capital of Uruguay, usually will require to understand who the shareholders and the directors are. So basically all the documents that pertain to these persons will be required, and they need to be in original version and apostilled either with the Secretary of State of the country or the agency that will fulfill the aspect of the apostille. Another question that we get all the time is, will you be able to represent us from abroad? Yes, the answer is yes, and the easiest way to do that is with a broad power of attorney. All we need to do is submit via email a broad power of attorney, which will need to be signed in the presence of a notary, later apostilled or legalized with the consulate, and sent back to us so that we can represent you with the same abilities that you would have if you were in Uruguay. Another question which we get asked all the time is whether we can open bank accounts in Uruguay. Yes, the answer is yes, and with the broad power of attorney we have the ability to help clients. Now there's two situations which may evolve, and one is that there's a rule which is known as KYC in banking, know your client. So in some cases the banks will want to know the client, and there's certain documents that need to be signed by the shareholders and directors, and therefore the banks may require the clients to come down to Montevideo, to Uruguay, to sign those documents. But there's situations where the banks will feel comfortable with submitting those documents to the country of origin of the client so that they can sign them in the presence of a notary and apostille them and send them back through private mail. Now, we pride ourselves to be working with the best banks. The ones that we feel comfortable are pretty much in the neighborhood of 6 to 10 banks, and they're financial institutions with which we feel comfortable with the managers. We have a great relation, and they're the banks that we can connect our clients with. This said, as usual, these videos will sometimes generate more questions than answers, so if you have any further questions, please feel free to contact us via our website. That can be done by visiting www.lemeris.com, or you can go to the Contact Us feature and you can find our phone numbers in the United States or in Latin America, and you can also send us an email at lemeris@lemeris.com. Thank you.